Hey guys, this is Chase again, and eating a little ravioli. Spicy ravioli. It's new. Or I think it is. I'm not sure. I don't know. I just decided to make a video and kind of forgot what I was going to talk about. I guess that's pretty important, right? Make a video and just talk about whatever. I don't know. But a few things on my mind, I guess. Mostly soccer related. I counting down the days until the next Premier League season. I'm glad we have Copa America and the Uefa Euros. I guess that's what I want to talk about, those two. I don't know a whole lot about most of the teams in the Euros. Obviously, I know a lot of stars from the Premier League that are going to be playing in them. I know a little bit about Team England, who I guess by default I'll be rooting for. It'd be cool to see Wales do good in Ireland. Scotland didn't make the Euros, unfortunately. But any of those teams, if they're successful, I'm guessing England will probably have the best chance out of all of them. I know Wales has Gareth Bale from Real Madrid. But other than that, I think England probably has the best squad. It's kind of weird. It seems like nobody has given them much of a chance. I think with Harry Kane and Jamie Vardy at the front, I think they'll be a pretty good attack. Yeah, Dele Alli also from Tottenham. Captain Wayne Rooney. I'm guessing Fraser Forster is going to be the goalkeeper back there. Or no, Butland from Stoke, I think. I guess because I'm from the States, I'm more inclined to pay attention to the Copa America. I hope to watch both tournaments, and I'm glad that the Copa America games are at least at night, so that I can actually watch them after work. The Euros are probably going to be difficult for me. I might be able to listen to them on ESPN radio. That might be something I might have to download the app. I think that's probably the only way I'm going to be able to do it. I'm guessing ESPN's not going to show replays of the Euros. They might have it on their internet website. That's a question if anybody out there knows about the UEFA Euro, if they're going to do replays, and if not, can you watch them later on the ESPN? I'm guessing it's going to be on ESPN's website, if at all, and how that's going to work. Because most of those games are probably going to be at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's just not going to work for me. So most likely I'll probably have to listen to it on radio, which is fine. I mean, I've been used to that. I remember most of the 2014 World Cup I listened to on the radio, so which is fine. I don't mind it. Sometimes the radio commentary is better than the actual television commentary broadcast, so I don't mind that at all. It'll be interesting. I think both tournaments are going to be great, and it's going to give you a filler for between now and in early August when the next Premier League season starts up. I'm guessing most of the other European leagues start at the same time. I'm not 100% sure. I've watched some of the Bundesliga and League One and kind of scant on Serie A. I haven't watched a whole lot of it, but and of course La Liga. I'm guessing all of it starts at about the same time. I think that's why I'm kind of being introduced to new information every day, and I'm trying to be as thorough as possible on everything, and getting an idea of how everything works, and When you're an American soccer fan and you're kind of, I've always been a soccer fan, but I've never watched this intensely. But when you're a fan, you have to go looking for some of this stuff. This isn't really thrown out there at you, and because it's not American, because it's not being broadcast by any of your. I mean, it is, but it's you have to go looking for it still. It's not. We know football season starts in September every year, and we know what exact day and when training camp is, and American football. So all these things are advertised and blown at you in advertising all day long, every day for weeks in advance. Even though American football season's only 4 or 5 months long. It's amazing, but it feels like it's a year-round sport. It's how crazy it is. Soccer is a year-round sport. It's 10-month season. The Premier League season's 10 months. It's crazy. I never expected it to be that long, and then you have so much else going on as well. And I know I talked about this in a previous video, but you have to go looking for a lot of this stuff. And as people, when I talk about the Copa America, they're like, "What? What is that?" I don't know. I just don't know, and it's something you just have to bite your tongue and be like, "Yeah, well, that's soccer. Yeah, I know you don't watch." Yeah, I guess it's an acquired taste for some people. It's something that's just not that nothing that really kind of comes on. It's funny though. I mean, I'm a baseball fan. I like baseball, but a lot of people don't, and it's funny, but they don't like soccer either. And if you're not a baseball fan, I'm sure you'd like soccer more than baseball. Baseball's a slow game. It's naturally a slow game, and I know that. I still like it. I still love it. I still watch it a lot. But for some people who are being introduced to it, it's tough to watch. Even going to the game in person. It's not the most exciting game in the world sometimes. Sometimes it's rather slow, and it takes a long time. Each game is 3.5 hours, sometimes 4 hours when the Yankees and the Red Sox play, because they all take their time and take forever. So it's a long game. Soccer people are used to 90 minutes with a 20-minute intermission in the middle, halftime. Maybe with an extra added time. So you're talking about maybe 2 hours tops. 2 hours tops at the most when it comes to a Premier League or any kind of soccer match. 2 hours. That's it. It's 90 minutes of excitement. It's you pack all the excitement into 2 short halves, and I think that's why people like it so much. It's a lot of intensity and excitement packed into 2 halves of 45 minutes each with a little bit of extra time. Whereas baseball, there's exciting parts, there's exciting portions of the game, but they're far and few between sometimes, and the game sometimes could, like I said, last 3 to 4 hours. So it's crazy. So I'm surprised that people don't migrate to soccer. Maybe they would if people knew about it, or if they went to see a game and they got excited about it, got interested about it. Maybe they would migrate toward it as a sport they could watch on a regular basis. So yeah, that's all. I don't want to go into a rant about how nobody watches football, or soccer in America, but it's kind of the case. I guess I wanted to talk about the Copa America particularly because I'm going into it with a little more hope than I think other fans would, or I'm surprised that I am. I think 3 fixtures we just played, maybe not the best barometer of how we're going to do, but I think with the wins over Ecuador and Puerto Rico and Bolivia, it isn't bad. It isn't bad. I think you got to put it on a. You got to put it on a. You have to have some confidence. And Colombia is the first fixture this Friday. It's not going to be easy. Most likely, I don't think we're going to win, but I would love to have them be competitive and have a chance to either draw or win for a majority of the game. I hope Colombia just doesn't come out and blow them away. I hope that it's a game that the U.S. could maybe stay competitive in. I'm guessing Pulisic and Nagby will probably be on the bench to start the game. I won't be surprised by that, but I think in the last game against Bolivia, who was it? That's not. I think Taylor Twellman's the play-by or the color commentator, former player, color commentator with Ian Dark on the ESPN broadcast. He was talking about them having both Nagby and Pulisic knocking on the door to be starters. I would love to see that. I know Pulisic is still raw. He's really young. He's still 17 years old. That's crazy. Still thinking about that. He's 17 years old. That's amazing. And he's starting on the first team for Dortmund. That's crazy. That's good. That's really good. That's one of the best teams in Europe. And you're on the first team scoring goals at 17 years old. That's amazing. That's a feat in its own. So I think if it came down to the U.S. almost being on the line, being possibly eliminated in the third game of the group stage. I'm guessing it was Costa Rica's the second game. Paraguay is the third game. So if they needed the Paraguay win in the third game, and you didn't start Pulisic in the first two, I think I would start him. I think I would start him and Nagby right from the get go. You need goals. You need that energy. You need that movement going forward. You need that offense. I think I would start them going forward in the third game if we needed it. If we lost Colombia, we lost the Costa Rica match. I think I would start him. I think Paraguay is the game that you should win. Costa Rica might be a draw. I don't know a whole lot about the Costa Rica team. I think I remember scant details from 2014 World Cup, but I'm not 100% sure about them. I know Colombia's going to be difficult. I know Colombia went deep in the last World Cup. Paraguay, I think, is probably the weakest out of the four in the group. But look at Guatemala. We went down to Guatemala in that friendly and lost badly. So you never can count on it. I think the intensity level's got to be high. So I think that I'm excited. I'm really excited about this. Guzan in goal. I'm not surprised at. I think I like Tim Howard a lot. I think his the ending to Everton was tough, but he's coming over to the MLS. I feel like a lot of guys who just can't not make it in the European leagues. But it's the pressure, the stress of it is considerably lower. You don't get near as much of the fan feedback and intensity as you do in the European leagues. There's nothing, and especially the Premier League. That's a rough league to play in, because there's so much passion for that game in England. It's amazing. For somebody who can feed off of that, it's the best place to be. But somebody who gets rattled easily. I'm not saying Howard did. Howard played with the club for years. But for somebody who is such a servant of that club, such a stalwart of that club for so long, it's amazing the treatment that you get. I know sometimes it's hard because you need to have somebody to blame for your team losing. But the man done so much for that club. Never got a title though. Never got a trophy with them, which is sad. But I think it's tough to sit there and for somebody who played so well for your club and did for so long to have that kind of exit. But I could see Howard beating Guzan back in. Because Guzan, I mean, he was probably one of the lone bright spots of Aston Villa. Villa was tough to watch all season, but he had some moments where it was like, it's not. He wasn't up to par. And I think I could see Howard, coming back in and taking the role back. And we all want to remember him as 2014 in the Belgium match. It's a match that'll forever probably define him in the memory of modern fans. Fans that haven't watched for a while, fans that have just recently watched in the last few years will remember that match. And even people who have watched for a while, that was a crazy performance from him. He still lost the game amazingly, but he had an amazing performance, and a great World Cup in general, and got us that far. For what was so called a group of death with Germany and Portugal and Ghana. It was not an easy group to get through, and it's not going to get any easier. Russia is not going to be any easier this time around. But I think there's some hope. I think there's some hope here in this young squad. Pulisic gives me hope. Nagby gives me hope. I did like Alexander Bedoya. He was cool. He had some good plays in the Bolivian game. Bolivia, I know, is an inferior opposition to the teams we'll be playing, but still very important. And there's some kind of record or whatever. It's like first time the U.S. has beaten South American opposition back to back. I think forever. I don't think that ever happened. But I could be wrong on that. But that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. I'll probably go more in depth as we get closer to Friday. Have a little preview maybe of the match against Colombia. Go over the lineups, see what's going on there. If they release them beforehand, and go into it and see what happens. And let me know. Give me some questions, any comments, any feedback would be great. And I'll be back with some more. Thanks, guys.